I am an athlete. I love solving problems. And setting a goal is really a way to create your own problem and figure out a way how to reach it. Solve it. If I reached a goal, that meant I solved the problem. Therefore, I was enough. And fitness is where I've always felt enough. I played soccer in college, and when that athlete goal ended, I didn't stop there. I spent my entire post-college life trying to avoid the uncomfortable feeling of not being enough. And where did I land? Destination addiction. Destination addiction is a place where it doesn't matter what you're working towards, it only matters that you're working towards something. I was successful on paper. I was a pharmaceutical rep from 8 to 5. I was teaching fitness classes in the morning and at night. I was doing master trainer events on the weekend, and I took a promotion to manage other master trainers around the country. Yeah, I can't even say that without getting out of breath. I was stuck in destination addiction. I avoided sitting still because I couldn't sit and feel uncomfortable about not being enough. I am the second of 5 kids, and I love my family. But I grew up in an alcoholic family. The word alcoholic to me is not negative or positive. When you hear it at age 13, it's like a job title. It's just words. Much like the Serenity Prayer. The first time I heard it, it was just words, and I dismissed them. I remember coming home one night after a soccer game, and I found my mom drunk on her bed, telling me that she was going to do better for Ashley and I. Ashley was just a girl on my soccer team. But it speaks to the mental state of where I was at. I walked out of that room thinking, well, why the hell does Ashley matter? What is wrong with this situation? You see, as a kid, I started to figure out the logistics of any situation. I started to feel more calm when I was moving, going to soccer practice, going to dance class, helping out with my younger brothers and sisters, and just move. If I kept moving, that was enough of a reason for my mom not to drink. The only issue is, it's not my problem. One very ordinary day, a stupid piece of granite changed my life. I went to run an errand for my family, and 3 hours later, I'm sitting in the parking lot with absolutely nothing to do, wondering where the hell this piece of granite is. Every moment I had to sit there, my blood boiled, my heart raced, and I wanted to punch someone in the face. I lost my shit. And it gets worse. I started to think about how awesome it would feel to ram my car into the brick wall staring ahead of me. This is my definition of rock bottom. And you don't have to lose everything to feel this in your gut. It was a very ordinary day for me, and I never saw this coming. But I had had enough of not feeling enough. I finally get a phone call from my dad. I start to cry, and in the middle of it, he says, Katy, I don't know what's going on with you right now, but you need to take a look at your life. This is not you. Well, if I didn't want to punch someone in the face already, now I wanted to punch my dad in the face. I didn't understand how he couldn't see how I was doing so many things. And I was successful on paper. And now you're telling me I need to take a look at my life? But I knew. I just never wanted to admit it. We never want to admit the things that we are doing are getting out of control, because once we do, we have to do something about that. I struggled with an addiction to escape what made me feel uncomfortable, and it was out of control. Now, it got me a lot of places, and the drive to achieve more, I am extremely grateful for. But I kept moving to avoid dealing with my fears, my feelings, and ultimately not being enough. So I decided to change. I lose my shit, and I'm gonna do something about this. And what do? I go right back to solving problems. But there's a better ending this time. What is the definition to enough? I had no idea. I hadn't sat still long enough to even ask that question. So I went to the next logical one. Where have I felt this enough feeling? Fitness. I am a fitness instructor, and what I can tell you from my experience is that you don't have to lose 30 pounds to be enough to walk into my classroom. All you have to do is show up. I don't care what your athletic ability is, whether you do push-ups on your knees or toes, whether you jump or you don't jump. I care that you showed up. Just like when we just clapped our hands along and I grabbed 2 random people out of the audience to dance with me. I don't care how they danced. I just care they showed up. The group fitness room is a microcosm for life, and the key to success is showing up. So back to the definition. What is enough? Show up regardless of the outcome. There, that's a good definition. Let's go with that. But the universe has a cruel way of telling you you're close, but you're not quite there. The fitness industry can be judgmental, and I feel this every single day, especially when I go out to LA to film an instructor DVD. They ask me to wear a bra top, and I lie to myself and my boss, and I say, I'm from Wisconsin, and we just don't do that kind of thing. Even if I shoot the best video of my life, I get hundreds of likes on Facebook, my Instagram profile gets a boost, I am still the instructor who does not have six-pack abs. Externally, in the fitness world, a six-pack means you are fit and successful in my industry. I feel the feeling of being a failure in an industry where I am considered a master, as my master trainer and title implies. But see, in my classroom, the person who walks in who thinks or wants to lose 10, 20, 30 pounds, they are enough already. They have what it takes to walk into my classroom. I know that. I feel that. I believe it. But what makes me a great fitness instructor is that I feel the feeling of not wanting to be judged, just like I don't want to judge myself. Because in my classroom, there is no judgment. So back to the definition, what is enough? Show up, but check your judgments at the door. But like I said, the universe has a cruel way to say you're close, but you're not quite there. You see, I grew up as the angry child, but I misunderstood my anger. When I was a kid, I felt angry because I couldn't understand how my super smart, successful, come-to-the-rescue mother couldn't figure out sobriety. If a kid falls down in a room and breaks their arm, my mom is the person you want in that room. I love my mom. Within 10 seconds, she can assess the situation, calm the kid down, and already have the parents feeling comfortable that everything's going to be okay. But she couldn't figure out sobriety, and it infuriated me. And I cringe now, and my heart breaks a little bit every single time because I misunderstood my anger. My anger was judgment. I judged my mother's enoughness. And this judgment is really a reflection of my own not enough feeling. You see, the definition to what is enough has been inside my passion of group fitness this entire time. I just never sat still long enough to have the wisdom to know the difference. I made a choice, and I quit my pharmaceutical job a year ago, and I surrendered to my not enough feeling every single day since. It's been one heck of a journey, but this journey does not end with more dancing and more rainbows and unicorns. Because I still have moments where I would rather ram my car into a brick wall than talk about this feeling right now. But I have a choice. I can choose to avoid this uncomfortable feeling in my gut. I can choose to hide behind the energy because I know that gets me places. I can choose easy. Or I can stop. I can choose to slow down and judge myself. I can choose to check those judgments at the door. I hate this choice. But my problem is not to solve, am I enough anymore? I choose to slow down. I choose to check my judgments at the door. I choose to not feel enough. And I choose to be enough. Because this is a battle. This is a battle between the head and the heart. The head says, I am enough. And the heart says, no, I'm not. Some days I let the head win and I put on a great outfit and I go on the blind date because I have a choice. I still hate this choice. Some days I still get angry and I find myself yelling at the innocent customer service rep on the other end of the phone because this is just taking way too damn long. And I don't know what number to press anymore. But I have a choice. And I can choose to evaluate why I just launched World War III onto the innocent customer service rep who's actually trying to help me out. I choose to accept my not enough feeling. And I choose to have the courage to change my not enough feeling because I have a choice. I choose to choose. Because life is a series of choices, and this battle is going to continue every single day. And there's no diploma, there's no graduation, there's no celebration. But in this battle, if I ever lose my way and I don't know which way to turn, I go back to the words that I dismissed as a child. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you.
Thank you.